Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at BellyUpSports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Edoardo Bove. So if you guys aren't familiar, Edoardo Bove is a 22-year-old Italian who currently played with Fiorentina, who he's actually on loan from Roma. But he played in a match against Inter Milan that actually the match stopped because in the 16th minute, Edoardo Bove collapsed in the middle field. It was a non-contact. He just went down. There was no contact. He wasn't, so the game was stopped immediately. Very much similar to what happened to Christian Eriksen in the Euro. If you guys remember, Christian Eriksen collapsed in the middle of the game. And obviously it was not an easy sight. Immediately, all the players in that game, on that match, formed a circle around Bove, because once again, it's not an easy sight to see someone who is at that moment basically fighting for their lives, because that's what happened with Christian Eriksen as well. They were able to get him put in an ambulance and rushed him into the hospital. They have said now that he is stable and that he will need a defibrillator, which is very similar to what happened to Christian Eriksen. They installed a defibrillator on him to make sure, once again, to keep his to prevent him from having a similar incident. But the thing is, if deciding to get the defibrillator installed, which Bove chose to get it installed, in the Serie they have a rule where players can't compete with heart-starting devices, a defibrillator, which is also the same reason why Christian Eriksen had to leave Inter Milan. And if you guys remember, I don't know if he played for he played for somewhere in the Eredivisie, and then now, obviously I believe now he's still with Manchester United. So Bove accepted getting the operation done to get the defibrillator installed into him, knowing that this is essentially him terminating his contract with Roma. As a matter of fact, there are actually negotiations with Roma to terminate his contract, and he would have to, once again, because of the fact that Serie has this rule in place that they cannot have heart starting devices in them to play in. They can't compete in Serie A. He's going to have to look outside of the Serie A, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like his career is over. He just can't play in Serie A. So he can still play in, Eredivisie. He could play in the Belgium league. And, if he's good enough, he'll maybe find his way in the Premier League or find himself in La Liga, wherever he ends up going. But I think it's great that we're now learning from what happened with Christian Eriksen. And I don't think there's anything bad about Serie A. I don't think Serie A are terrible for having this rule. I think it's, more so just it's a health concern. And I think that there's nothing it's nothing to take away from Serie A. I don't think this is a jab towards them. But I mean, for Bove, he does want to continue. He does want to continue his career. I'm sorry for yawning. If he does want to continue his career, he would just have to play in another league. And I mean, it's not the end of the world at all. So we'll see. We'll see what happens for him. Right now, it's just him getting better. Get the heart defibrillator installed into him, and start adjusting with that, because I'm sure that there's at least an adjusting period when you have that installed on you. But the good thing is that he's alive. That Serie A, well, at least like the referees and all the staff that was the medical staff, they took action right away. And I think that's the part that really matters, is that we're not talking about Edoardo Bove as a casualty. We're talking about Edoardo Bove as he lived, he survived, and I think that that's what we should take away from it. Not that Serie isn't going to let him play because now he has a defibrillator inside him. So I think that that's what matters, and we'll see what happens with Bove. He's going to be someone we'll keep up to, obviously, because hopefully he does able to continue his career. And America scored a goal. You see, I think they're showing the replay. Looks like it's going to be a golazo. If this is what I think it is. Well, it's outside the box, but yeah. So America has the lead. So who would have called that? Anyways, but yeah. So I'm happy that Bove it took the initiative to get the defibrillator installed, and hopefully he's able to start his career, continue his career. Hopefully. Which I mean, Christian Eriksen, I mean, still did fairly well for himself. Obviously playing for Manchester United and all that.